Well, I thought I'd follow up this morning before I get deep into something with the engine that I shared with yesterday. This is the K5. It's actually from a 310, and the chassis here. There's no date stamp on the chassis and or on the body, and as you can see, it's pretty gummy. It looks like these rods are in backwards, which is a little odd. I'll check into that. But in any case, we talked about it. This is the front. All right, so there you go. This is going to get really torn down, and we'll take it from there. Okay. I wanted to go over the body a little bit so we kind of understood what I did have and did not have. One thing I wanted to point out was there is a slot, which is something to think about, how that could be used. There is a whistle here. There's no bell. I think there's a bell in the nose. I have noses around. You can get them. This looks like it's been dented in, but it's not, outrageously bad. There is some paint missing down here. This linkage on the right side is missing, and some screws are missing here. I think I have these in a box somewhere. And this railing is pretty gungy, but it usually shines up. A fun thing was that the the green emeralds are in there, the jewels. They're in the front lights, so I won't have to fuss about that. And the other side, you can see there's a dent there. There's the 310 handrails. It's not bad. This linkage is okay. It looks like it's in binding, but I think this is in wrong. The thing that got me nervous, really, is this truck, because I can take it, I think I can take it off. I'm not sure. I thought I could. Maybe I can't. Oh, it's bent in such a way that makes it hard. Okay, well, maybe I won't, maybe I will, I don't know. See what I can do here. Not much. All right, well, the challenge that I've run into with this truck is the cow catcher lower half. It's not missing in action, but it's busted off and it's really bent. So this would have to be either a repair or a replacement. And the jewels, it has one, looks like it might have one dim green jewel there in the front. But oh boy, that's a bummer, isn't it? I'll think about it. There's room, and looks like even some screw holes in there where you might be able to print something and finish this flat and put something up there that would look okay. Might be able to do that. I mean, it's a toy train, right? I don't know. So that's a problem I'll have to worry about. But it does have the steam chest and this bracket, and the front truck is a solid one too. It looks like it's threaded, so that can come apart and get fixed if it needs to be cleaned and whatnot. But in general, this is all intact. These are all intact. It has the tabs for the chassis to go in. That's a good thing. One thing I think about doing with this, and I had seen Leon did it on his engine, he actually put an insert behind it, and he put some stuff in there, and he actually put a steam whistle sticking up out of there. I thought that was pretty creative. I may have to come up with something like that. I'm not sure yet. I was thinking about two little stems that stuck up that you could push on it, push on one, push on the other, and that was one was a whistle and one was the bell. I didn't know if that made sense or not. Sort of like this, only make them function. Anyway, that's the body, and I have literally a box of these. So I don't know how I end up with these things. I mean, I really like the design. I like the linkage. I like the way it looks and runs. And then the chassis, as you know, are just so tough. There's just not hardly anything you can do with them other than run them or strip them down and go crazy. You cannot put a smoke on this chassis, a vintage smoke anyway. You just can't. It doesn't work. So back to plan one. I'm going to work up a project plan. I'll have to make this repair. I want to, if I do 3D, I want to show you how I do the 3D. In fact, you know what? That's kind of a block piece there. I bet I could do that. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty thin there. I was thinking I could do the whole block. Maybe I just do a partial. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll come up with a way of fixing this using 3D and showing you how I did it. That'll be a good project. Okay, so I'm going to cut this short. This is it. That's the engine and the body. And in the next week or two, we'll be addressing this as a project. And the goal then is this. This is the identical chassis. Identical chassis. You see those tabbies there? This is mounted where this is. There's the adapter for the smoke. That's the smoke. This is not blue, okay? This is not Leon's. This is one of mine, so I'm not taking his yet. And but this we go from this to this, and we'll add up all the numbers. I'll show you time, material, everything, cost, okay? And then you guys can decide. I think that'll be a wonderful. Don't let them touch. That's a bad thing. Separate them by doing this. And when you stack them, try to stack them like this. It's safer. These magnets that I put in here are pretty strong. Got to be careful. Okay, that'll be it. I'll fill you in more later.